Do you have one of those things that you said that you would never do, that looking back, you kind of laugh at? That's where I'm at with purchasing organic clothes. Now, before you click off and think, oh my gosh, what an extremist, let me share with you how I arrived at this location, because I was sitting in the same shoes that you probably are just a few years ago, thinking, yes, I eat organic food. I know I said I would never use organic body care, shampoos, hair care products, etc. But I learned too much. And so I'm using those now too. But I will never buy organic clothes. Why? Well, friend, let me tell you that there are a couple reasons that we have gone with organic clothes now, and we are slowly transitioning our wardrobe over. And no, not everything in our wardrobe is organic, but just like with everything else wellness wise, every baby step helps, and every item that you transition makes a difference. So clothes have a tendency to off gas. And now you may think, like I did years ago, our clothes are just made out of raw materials, right? Well, wrong. A lot of those things that are making them extra soft or stain resistant or wrinkle free, those are materials frequently, not always, but frequently, that are actually extremely toxic. They have either been sprayed with toxic things or they've got heavy metals in them. I recently got a dress. I'm a little annoyed, I'm not gonna lie. I researched the company. I communicated directly with them on their Facebook page, asking them specific questions. Yes, it's fair trade. Yes, it's made here in the United States. I got the dress and it has a made in China sticker on it with a warning label that wearing the dress may expose you to heavy metals because of what was used in the process of making it. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to increase my heavy metal exposure. There's plenty of it in my environment, and I'm trying my best to get heavy metals out of my body, not add more into it, whether by breathing them in or absorption on my skin. So that, and then combine that with the fact that most of the cotton grown here in the US, over 80% of the cotton grown here, is genetically modified. Most of it Roundup ready, which means Roundup is then sprayed on it, all over it. That goes into the processing. I don't want Roundup on my skin. Yes, you're washing it off, but a lot of these things are what they call forever chemicals, which means that no matter how many times you wash it, it's not going away, nor does it biodegrade in the environment. So it's making a lasting impact on our world, as well as a lasting impact on our health, and both of those things we have been called to steward. So when I look at things through the biblical worldview, which is the lens that I view my entire world is through scripture, then I see that we're called to steward our environment and to steward our bodies well. Also, a lot of clothes are made using slave labor or forced labor, and people that are really just paid horrible, horrible wages. And when I really dove into that a couple years ago, participating in Dresscember, I was very convicted. My husband and I also watched a documentary called At What Cost, and I will link that in the description below for you as well. It really convicted us a lot on where we were purchasing our clothes. And I've always been a quality over quantity person. I will invest in a really good piece, look at the cost per wear, over just getting something the cheapest that I can possibly get it, because I know I'm going to have to replace that faster. But I didn't know a lot of what the practices that are going on in the fashion industry. And a lot of places that just claim fair labor, you really have to dig into the companies and what they do. All of that is what factored into our decision to start purchasing more organic clothing, as well as really investigating the purchasing, which, friends, does take a lot of research. I'm not going to lie. It's very difficult to just walk into the store and your average big box store or department store and find fair trade things, because most of them are mass produced or they're fast fashion, and those things are not made using good practices. Now, I have my kind of hierarchy of things that I'm looking for in a product. The first one that I want when I am researching is I am looking for something that's fair trade or fair made. But I want to make sure that the people who made my clothing are being treated well. The factories that they're working in, if they're in a factory, is that those conditions are good conditions and safe conditions, and that they are getting paid a good wage, that they are working because they're choosing to work, they're not being forced to work. So that is the top. Ethically made is my top number one requirement with clothing. The second one now is when I'm looking at organic materials. Is this something that's going to be safe and healthy for our family to wear and to put onto our bodies and hang in our closets with the air that we breathe every day? Number three, so I've got fair trade or ethically made, and then organic if possible, and made in the USA. I really love products made in the USA. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time getting all three of those things. So if you guys know of great companies, please share those in the comments below, because I am constantly doing research for specific items, and because I am working on creating more of, not a minimalist wardrobe per se, but kind of. I guess it would be a minimalist wardrobe, but not necessarily a capsule wardrobe, because I'm not looking at specific number of pieces, but just really, do I have my base pieces that I know are my go-to, that I know go together, and I don't have to think too much about what I'm wearing every day. So I will say, we just got an order in from Packed. I think it's wearpacked.com, I believe is the website. Yes. And they meet my first two requirements. So they are ethically made, and they are ethically made, and they are organic materials. They are made overseas. I believe these are made in India, but they do a great job monitoring the conditions. So I know they are, like I said, ethically made at the top. I wish they were made in the US. The company is US based. They design the clothes here, actually here in Colorado, but they are not made here. That would be ideal. So I'm looking for more, but I did get a new pair of shorts and, a pair of leggings. I love Packed, I should say, not loved past tense, current tense. These are a pair of capri leggings. I have loved my pocket leggings that I have from them that are full length. So I'm excited to have a pair of 3/4 length ones to add to my everyday wardrobe. But what I love about them is that, one, they meet 2 out of my 3 standards and the top 2, but that they're also very, very affordable for basics. So what I've found as we have begun diving into this world of fair made, ethically made clothing, and looking for better materials, as well as hopefully made in the United States, because that would be amazing. All 3 of those things, the prices tend to then go up, which, like I said, I have no problem paying for quality. We're just working on our cash flow. And as we are, we have other budgeting priorities, like saving for a home and that sort of thing, that we really want to make sure that we are also stewarding our finances well. So that means that some of the larger pieces, if I have a piece that I really need in my wardrobe, like, you guys, shorts. I was in desperate need of a pair of casual shorts. When I say I have no casual shorts other than workout shorts, I mean it. All I had were workout shorts. So I needed a pair. I'm still looking for a pair of jean shorts that aren't super, super distressed, because I like clothing to be classic as well, and to be able to wear for more than one season before it goes out of style. So when I need a piece for my wardrobe quickly, then I don't have time to save up for one of the more designer items that's handmade, and there's only, a limited number of them that have been made, and so therefore the price goes up. Then I like to know what those items are that I'm saving for ahead of time in order to create a sinking fund and to save for them, because we do live debt-free in our home, and so that's important to me. But then when I'm looking for something that's reasonable, but that's still fair trade, I'm not willing to just go to the department store and grab something off the shelf anymore. Again, know better, do better. Like, I cringe at the practices that are used in that. Plus, honestly, I don't love supporting a lot of those companies that are so giant and huge right now and a lot of the things that they're promoting. So I like to find the smaller companies, and if they meet those are my top three priorities when shopping for clothes in today's world. I do have some additional things that I like that are bonuses for a company, but they must at minimum meet those top two, or the top one, I should say. So Packed Organic is, like I said, one of the, I don't even think they're Packed Organic. I think the company's name is just Packed. I will link them below for you. Actually, I think the referral link, if I put a referral link down there, I'm pretty sure it gets you $20 off an order. I will check, and if that's the case, I'm going to link that below for you to save you some money if you decide to use them. Not an affiliate or anything with them. I just really like the company, and honestly, anytime I tell you guys a brand, it's a company that we use, that we have loved before I ever share it with you, because I don't believe in sharing and passing on things that we don't personally use and love. So I have those, and then also these socks, I will link below. These are just some basic hiking socks that I purchased recently. I got them through Azure Standard. I cannot remember the name of the company, but I do know that they were ethically made. These are 100% merino wool and organic merino wool, and I have worn these now on hikes a couple times. I absolutely love them. They have some taller ones too if you're looking for taller socks in the winter, but they had this like Urban Day Hiker, I believe is the name of the style of this. Like I said, I'll link them in the description for you. I think it's the Urban Day Hiker. These have been fantastic. I've only had them for about a month, but I've worn them numerous times already and I really like them. I plan on purchasing actually another pair this month in my order because I want to be able to have a clean pair for Saturday and Sunday if we hike both days. So those are a couple of the companies that we have really enjoyed shopping with. Prana also has some really great stuff and is a go-to for me. And I would love to hear any companies that you guys have that meet those criteria linked below. If you have some that meet all three criteria, the more the better. These do. That made me happy when I found out. I believe those are made in North Carolina. I was able to find a purse that met all three criteria, and just the more the better, because we are slowly working to transition all of our purchases that way. And I hope you are encouraged to take baby steps and start transitioning some of yours as well, as we seek to really steward our environment, our communities, and our finances and our bodies well. Until next time, take care, friends. Cheers.